Very special guest here on the Jaguar Journal this morning. It's his first time on, but guess what? He's a supporter of Southern University and the Jaguars. And listen, we have had conversations. I said, man, we got to talk to get the people out there because he makes some of your tailgate music that you listen to at your tailgates. Want to welcome to the Jaguar Journal this morning, my man, Mr. Ronnie Bell, national recording R&B artist. Well, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How's it going?
Man, doing good, man. What's going on?
Oh man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
For a lot of people out there, man, they don't realize, man, if they don't realize, well, now y'all listening to him, this is the voice of national recording R&B artist Ronnie Bell. He makes a lot of music that you guys are jamming to at the Southern tailgates and many tailgates across the SWAC, man. Ronnie, what's going on in your world, man? What you got going on these days?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed, man. Just touring, finishing up tours, ready to start another one. And man, just dropped a new single yesterday.
Talk to us about it now. You can't just tell me your job. You got to tell us what it is, what you got to do, what you're doing.
Hey, man, look, you know, as I am, man, I'm an old school lover, man, so I had to bring it back, man. Me and my boy, Mr. Hanky, man, we collaborated. We put our own little twist to Betty Wright's Tonight is the Night, and Color Me Bad, I Want to Sex You Up. So Mr. Hanky, along with another Southern alumni, Teddy P, we got together and we put this smash together called No Stopping This Love.
Let's talk about other songs. Give us some songs out there folks may have heard at the tailgate that they could be familiar that you own.
Oh, yes. Cotton Candy. That was my first Southern Soul song that really took off and did something nice, man. A lot of people also know me from I'll Pay the Shipping Costs, along with Lotto, one of my latest songs that I released last year, and then The Party Ain't Over, which is another song that we released about 2 years ago.
So what we got to do this upcoming football season with this football schedule we got, man, we might have to collaborate and get a tailgate concert with you, man. We might have to make something work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Look, man, I'm always down to show love to the Jags, man, and to the people, man, because without the people, I can't, what I do doesn't really matter as much without the support of the people.
Talk about Southern Soul blues. You know, I grew up on blues. My household was Marvin Cease, Johnny Taylor, Carl Sims, Bobby Rush. You know, that's what I grew up on. But you know, I understand now when I get to hear the Ronnie Bells, the Tuckers, and all of that of the world today. There's a new generation that's coming in that's about to take over the old blues scene.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, of course, you know, man, I graduated undergrad in 2009 and grad school in 2013, man. So I grew up in the 90s pretty much. So, you know, a lot of those old heads, man, B.B. King, Muddy Waters, you know, I remember hearing them as a little boy with some of my uncles. But, I mean, the heavy influence was gospel, man. John P. Key, Kurt Carr, Rance Allen, and Kurt Franklin was coming up around that time, man. But people would be very, 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 very shocked to understand the heavy influence of church compared to actual blues. And of course, you know, Johnny Taylor, you know, everybody had an idea who Johnny Taylor was, man. And, you know, I remember coming up in high school hearing Sir Charles.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, what kind of pulled me in that direction as, you know, I was doing my R&B thing. I heard a guy, Librato, and somebody was trying to introduce me to Southern Soul, and I heard Librato, and then I started hearing some Lenny Williams and some, oh man, what's my guy in my head, blonde, of course, Tucker, and I said, man, you know, let me give this thing a try, man, and, you know, it's something fresh, something new, and, man, I'm just blessed and so excited and happy, man, that Southern Soul's, you know, with 803 Fresh, you know, taking it to the moon, man. I'm just excited for where Southern Soul is coming.
Is that where the fans at?
Yeah. Boots on the
Where does
ground,
that
man.
fall into? What genre does what boots on the ground? What genre does that fall into?
Man, that's right there in Southern Soul, man.
Okay.
The beauty of Southern Soul is it's similar to old school R&B, like everything. Like the R&B didn't have you didn't have subgenres. You know, you didn't have pop. You didn't have you didn't have neo soul, and you didn't have all this trap soul and all these different things that people try to coin now, man. So Southern Soul is just blues, old school blues, BB King, and a lot of the old school cats, man. It was something different, so they had to give it a different name. So Southern Soul became the name that everybody kind of gravitated to, because what Johnny Taylor and Marvin Cease and them doing wasn't always just traditional blues, man. They had a different beat, man. They had those horns, they had those
Mm-hmm.
organs, and it was a little more up tempo than traditional blues. So they had to give it something new, and it just kind of morphed, man. I mean, I give it to Tucker. He kind of put the swing on it, and then a lot of us, who grew up in Louisiana, kind of had a Zydeco flavor. And when you're performing, man, sometimes us younger than the older guard, because man, I'm 42, but you just get up there and say, man, I don't want to get up here and sing ballads and sing slow songs the whole time, man. We want to party and groove. So a lot of us gravitated from rap and hip hop and say, yo, we gotta infuse our flavor to it. So I'd say like blues, soul music, and then a flavor of R&B and rap have been infused into it.
Growing up, one of the funniest things, Bobby Rush, he's from Pine Bluff, around that area. I used to hear Booger Bear up under there. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then you hear Marvin Cease talking about the candy liquor. You know what I'm saying? It was just as a
Oh yeah.
kid, you like, man, what am I listening? Because I went to Blues Fest growing up. My mom, hey, you go out there, you run around. Back in the day, they used to have these Blues Fests at these rodeos and in these open fields. So I grew up at Blues Fest over in Greenville. They used to have them in right outside of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, an all-timer. Used to call it the Pine Bluff All-Timer Blues Fest. So I grew up in this era of those days of going out there hearing Denise LaSalle and all of those, and for me, it's who I am. We would go on road trips, and that's all I would hear, the tapes, till you flip it over on the other side and then got to rewind it back. That was our entertainment. And
Oh
so
man.
as a kid, I didn't understand it, but now that I've gotten older, I can appreciate it, especially when I'm at a Southern tailgate, man. Cut some blues on and get the vibe going for me while I got that cup in my hand and I got that plate in my other hand, man, and I'm enjoying myself. And right now, it seems the boots on the ground, that's the thing right now. It's wearing folks' hands out. They getting tearing their hands up from swiping them fans so hard, man.
Yes, sir, man. Look, man. I grew up totally the opposite. I grew up so much church, and I would hear that music, but it'd be like your uncle and his buddies in the corner
Mm-hmm.
at a family reunion. They wouldn't be playing right there by everything, because grandma ain't trying to hear that. If it ain't gospel, she wasn't trying to hear it. So you had to go hang out over there by the grill
Mm-hmm.
and hear that music, right? But man, a person I just kept running into, man. Like I said, man, I knew God kind of guided me this way, because as I was coming through school and things just wasn't working. I was making great music, but I just couldn't get anything that could catch, or that I could get support behind. And man, I just kept running into this guy out of New Orleans, out of the Ninth Ward, Mr. Frost Hill. He passed away a few years ago, but I just kept running into him, and he kept saying that we should do something together. And he has something that if I was interested in, I would try. That he think it could be something nice for me, because he heard something in my voice when I performed. And of course, he invited me down to New Orleans. And the first song he gave me, we got in the studio it was maybe about 2 hours, an hour and 45-minute session. And the first song I recorded was Cotton Candy. So, I mean, ever since then, it was like, oh, okay, I could do this. And it was just something I was trying, and then it turned out to be the thing that I became known for.
I want to do something if we can, man. Let's see, like, once again, like I said, let's see if we can collaborate the Jaguar Journal with you and see if we can get a couple of your buddies. I know, what's my guy do boots on the ground?
803 Fresh.
Him, you, Tucker, maybe let's get y'all together. Let's throw this big tailgate at a Southern home game, man, and get them folks some Southern soul tailgate music concert. What you think about that?
I love that idea, man. Now I will say this: I've been at many concerts and been on tour with Tucker, King George, and others. I don't know if we can afford everybody, but but I do know some other brothers, some good up and coming guys who we can bring in, and maybe as we grow this thing, we can eventually get a Tucker or 803 Fresh out there. Like I said, I can reach out and see what's there. I don't want to make promises I can't keep.
Yeah.
I got friendships, but I don't have the connections to necessarily make that happen at the moment. But we, hey, let's see what we can do.
Hey, support the Jaguars while having a good time listening to some of your music, man. Before I get ready to let you go, let the people know out there where they can find you and keep up with any new music that you're putting out there, man.
Oh, man, most definitely. Again, man, the new single, No Stopping This Love. Yeah, I need y'all to really blow that up, man. Run those numbers up, man, wherever y'all go, man. It's very nice, a nice, good, old school kind of new jack swing, R&B flavor, soulful joint. Again, it's produced by Southern University's own Mr. Hankey. Of course, me, your boy Ronnie Bell, written by me, Ronnie Bell, and Teddy P, all Southern University graduates. You can check me out all streaming platforms. My music will be there, but you can also check out my website, realentgroup.com. That's REELENTGROUP.com. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, at Ronnie Bell 225 or at official Ronnie Bell.
Well, Ronnie Bell, man, I appreciate you for coming on this morning, having this conversation. He is the voice of a lot of the music that you guys are listening to, not just at Southern, but you go across the SWAC at a lot of these tailgates, Jackson, UAPB, Grambling, Southern, Alabama State. You hearing this music blasting, you jamming to it while you got that drink in one hand and that plate in the other hand. So, man, thank you for coming. I won't be the last time. As we get closer to the season, we'll keep talking and we'll keep pushing the music, man. Appreciate you.
Oh, man, most definitely, man. And I can't wait, man. This is definitely a dream of mine to partner up and do more things with Southern University, man. Because we had the alumni homecoming concert a few years ago. I think about 2023. I would love to be able to do more at my alma mater, man. Because I think I was at Alabama A&M last year for a homecoming party.
They're a little bougie up there.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, because I started to wear my Southern sweater, shout out to D-From with the Anthony Lawrence collection. But I was like, no, I don't want to start no problems. So, but at the end of the day, man, it's all HBCU, man, and I want to see everybody win and everybody enjoy themselves, and everybody deserve to have a good time and make it home safe.
Yes, sir, man.
And that's the beauty of Southern Soul, man. We're not trying to bring no problems. We're not trying to bring no conflict. You may hear some music or some stuff that people was doing, but it's grown folks' music, man, at the end of the day.
That's it, bro.
And, hey, as you said, as a little kid, man, you didn't understand, just like I didn't understand some of them songs. I'm like, man, what in the world is Johnny Taylor talking about $2?
My last two.
My last $2, man. What you going to do at the casino with $2?
I thought Marvin Cease was really licking some candy.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, man, coming up and hearing Sir Charles, like, is anybody lonely? Hey, I'm thinking like, yeah, man, when I'm punished and can't go outside with my friends, I'm lonely. That was not the lonely he was talking about.
No, it is not. Well, Ronnie, man, appreciate you coming on this morning, man. We'll definitely have you back here on the show, man. Thank you.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all so much, man. And look, you continue to do what you're doing, man. Again, man, whenever I need some knowledge on Southern, man, I turn on to you, man. And every time I listen in to you or see you collaborate with people from other HBCUs, I love it because I learn about their history. I learn about Southern history. And, man, I wish this thing was going the way it was going, like back when I was in school, man, because I love to learn about our history and learn about our people.
Man, I appreciate you and the support, man. For real. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely.